So you have the exact same thing on there. It's just yours is in black and white and mine is on a colored screen. The first example on page 37 says you sold a total of $16 worth of tickets to a school concert. You lost track of how many of each type of ticket you sold. So they give us an equation that says it's $4 per adult times the number of adult tickets plus $2 per child times the number of child tickets equals $16. It tells us let X represent the number of adult tickets and Y represent the number of child tickets. Write an equation that relates X and Y. So I'm going to go ahead and visually cover up what kind of the stuff that they just said. So here they said let's let X represent the number of adult tickets. So I'm going to go ahead and put an X in this spot. And we're going to let Y represent the child tickets. So here we'll put a Y. And now we're going to go ahead and write our equation. So the equation that I get from this, and I'm just going to work left to right on this little equation thing that they have written out there, is I have $4 per adult ticket, so X, plus $2 times our child tickets, so times Y, equals $16. So there's the equation that we're starting out with. This is what you call a standard equation. Standard equation where they're giving us an example of maybe a real life scenario and they're going to ask us to then go ahead and graph it. So our step that we're going to be doing in this lesson is working to get our standard equation, like this 4x plus 2y equals 16, into that y-intercept equation. Today, right now, what we're going to do is actually just understand why we would ever use something like this. So letter B in your book says copy and complete the table, which you already have the table there. So we're just going to actually fill in our table with the different types of combinations of tickets that we might sell. So the number of adult tickets, maybe we would sell, I don't know, maybe we sell 0 adult tickets. Okay, well then if we sell 0 adult tickets and we actually sold $16 worth of tickets, well, if we take 16 divided by 2, that would give us 8 child tickets that we could have sold to equal that $16. Okay, so then maybe we sell 1 adult ticket. So 1 adult ticket was 4 of the dollars. That leaves me with $12 left over. And if I figure out how many times $2 would go into 12, that would give me 6 child tickets that I could buy. Okay, and that gives me a total of my $16 for the tickets. Okay, so maybe we do 2 adult tickets, which 2 times 4 would give us $8 spent, which is going to leave me with $8 left to spend on the child tickets. So 8 divided by $2 would give me 4 tickets that I could buy for the child tickets. Maybe we would buy 3 adult tickets, which 3 times 4 is $12. So that leaves me with $4 left over. And I can buy 2 child tickets with that. And then maybe I buy 4 adult tickets, which is $16. That means I don't have any money left over to buy any child tickets. So there's all of our possible combinations. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to plot the points from the table, and then we're going to explain the pattern that we see. So let's see. Our X's right here were our adult tickets. So we're going to label our little graph here. These are our adults. And these are our child tickets. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and plot these points. So the first scenario that we had was 0 adult tickets, but we could buy 8 child tickets. So we went over to 0 and up to 8. Our second scenario, we go over to 1, buy 1 adult ticket, but then we could buy 6 child tickets, so up to 6. Our third scenario, we could buy 2 adult tickets, and that would let us buy 4 child tickets. And then the next scenario is we could buy 3 adult tickets, but then we could only buy 2 child tickets, so over to 3, up to 2. And our last scenario is we could buy 4 adult tickets and stay at 0 for the child tickets. So there's our graph of our line of the different scenarios in which we could buy our tickets. So it says describe the pattern formed by the points. So there's a couple different ways that you could describe this. Well, you could say the more child tickets you buy, the less adult tickets you can buy, or vice versa. The more adult tickets you can buy, the less child tickets you can buy. And we do notice by looking at this that it is a decrease as we go from left to right. So this is it is a negative slope. It says, if you remember how many adult tickets you sold, can you determine how many child tickets you sold? Well, yes, we can. And we can see that from our graph. We were able to figure out when we were plotting out in our table, if we sold one adult ticket, that there was $12 left over and we could buy 6 more child tickets. So yes, we would be able to do that. Okay, there is a second scenario for you to work on your own on page 38 of your practice journal. So you can go through and work through that and then come see my answer key and you can